What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Kendra Rockets here. I hope you all had an amazing day. For those of you that were there, we got 3 for 3 on callouts um, live. Absolutely killer stream. It was fun as hell. Um, and I think the best part was it wasn't like just action, action, action. Um, there was times where we had to chill and be patient and wait for the setups to come to us. Right out the gate, though, it was like boom, short. I mean, I was short. I don't even remember, like 15 minutes before the open, something like that. Um, and then it went right down to the level where we wanted to close our short and enter into calls or enter long. Um, Grabbed that, played it up to our level where we wanted to then reverse to short or puts, and then played that down. I think that was the right order. For some reason, it doesn't sound right, but whatever. Um, Called out 3 good trades. I guess the thing that's missing is our second trade we closed and price kept running. And then I think the next trade we took was actually calls. I could be wrong. Anyway, whatever. It was 3 for 3 on the day. That's awesome. Vibe hard. Everything hit to a T. Couldn't have asked for a better stream. Couldn't have asked for a better day. Um, yeah, just super hyped. It's a good day. Um, so there's a couple of things I want to talk about before I get into everything. One is we're going to go over some option setups for tomorrow that I'm watching. The second thing is I've talked about this on. Um, Actually, I'm going to do this a different way than what I was going to originally do. Um, I talked about this on um, what is it? Keenan's Discord, right? Tomorrow I'm going to go live. It's going to be a public link, meaning anybody can join. It's not going to be just for the doctorate level members. And it's going to be through Zoom because with YouTube, there was a slight delay, like 10 seconds, for people getting the information. And it's kind of a bummer because, in one sense, on YouTube, I'm talking about levels way before we get to them. So, like, everybody should know the levels. So, even if you're on a delay, um, you should see the levels on your chart and when they're being hit, and you should enter the trades without waiting for confirmation for me because I'm already telling you that's where I'm going to be getting into the trade. Anyway, regardless, the issue is latency where people were getting like a ten second delay, and there's nothing I can do about that. Um, the second issue was even though I had monetization turned off, YouTube's still popping up ads, right? So, of course, YouTube wants to get their money. Um, and just really nothing I can do about that, right? So, I started researching other places that I could go live, and the only thing that I really could come up with, I mean, there was a few like options, but like just crazy. Like one of them, I don't remember how many members, but it was like $120 a month, I think, for 1,000 members to be able to watch. Now the thing is I never get 1,000 viewers, and at least not. I do on like classes and stuff like that. Like over the course of time, I'll get way more than 1,000 viewers. But when I'm trading live, I generally get like, I don't know, 100, 150, maybe 300. Um, so here's the thing. Um, the best option I could come up with was subscribing to Zoom, and I had to pay like a $22 fee to be able to create a Zoom class that lasts longer than 40 minutes because 40 minutes just is not enough time. Um, and also, they had cheaper options, but it was only for like 99 members or less. And I knew right away that's not enough because, like, if I open this up to like Keenan's entire Discord, I'm sure I'm going to get way more than 100 members wanting to watch, right? So then the next issue I run into is even with me signing up for this like pro account, whatever business account, which is craziness, the most amount of viewers that I can do for like a reasonable price is 250. Um, anything more than that, like even 500 viewers, was like getting fairly expensive, for something that I'm doing for free, right? I don't mind giving my time for free, like here on YouTube, teaching, whatever, going over charts, yada, yada, yada. But like spending my own money to be able to, stream me trading for free to everybody is wild news, right? To me, anyway. So I have one concern, which is like basically everybody that's here are going to be most of like my loyal people, that show up to videos, that watch videos, that are supporters, friends of the stream, whatever else. Those people, if they want to catch the live, I want to make sure that you guys have access to it. And so I'm trying to figure out a win-win where, like those people that are loyal, that are always here, that are watching all the videos, are able to see it live, real time, without a delay. But again, it's going to be capped at 250 people. I don't know that we're going to get 250 people, but there's a chance that we do. And I don't want it to be, where people that are loyal, that are always here, are missing out on the live because there's 250 other people in the stream that aren't, like loyal subscribers that follow me and support me and, like my videos and comment and talk and whatever else. So I'm trying to figure out a win-win, right? Right now I have, where is it? I have the Zoom class scheduled, right? I mean, I guess you guys could copy this link, but then there's a password as well, or some code that you need to get into the stream. I was thinking the win-win might be one of two things. I'll let you guys decide. And you're going to decide by liking the video, basically. I can drop the link here in the chat. And I can drop the code here in the chat. I'm going to probably go live right around 6:15. But the way that I set this up is anybody can join the call before I even go live. So like you can join the call and basically reserve your one of 200 seat spots early in the morning before everybody else gets on. And I was thinking, basically if there's enough likes on the video, we'll do that. If there's not, then I'll probably just drop the link in my Catching Rockets channel on YouTube. I mean, on Keenan's Discord, and I'm not going to at everyone. And it'll be right around 6:15, 6:10 in the morning. And then basically you're just going to have to make sure you're checking that channel, click the link, whatever, put in the password, yada, 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 and hop onto the call. So those are the two options. The first one, if I do drop the link and the password here, I'm still going to be dropping the link and the password in my channel on Keenan's Discord. I'm not going to be adding everyone until like close to 6:30. And at that point, the people, again, that are like loyal, that check my channel, in Keenan's Discord, that are here on the YouTube, should already be in. And that's really all that I'm worried about. Of course, I would like to accommodate as many people as possible. But even at this point, I'm coming out, I'm coming out of my pocket. If you're a member of, in Orbs, I'll be live in the Discord. Just like I was this morning. If you were there, I don't know. I don't really pay attention who's live with me, but that's not changing. I'll be live in Shorty's Discord, just like I am most days of the week. I know for like a month I've kind of fallen off. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff and busy with work and just haven't had as much time to trade. But that's going to be changing now, where we're going to be doing it live a lot more. Oh, sure, Alan. I'll do it right now, actually, because I'll forget. Do, 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 do. Also, I would request that people respectfully do not share um, this link or whatever, the passcode, whatever else outside of, you know, YouTube or whatever. I mean, like if you have a friend you really want to join or whatever, yeah, sure, but don't be like dropping it in other discords or whatever else. Again, really important to me that, you know, like the loyal subscribers or whatever get a chance to get in there before anybody else. Um, and then if it fills up with a bunch of, you know, people from Keenan's Discord, and I'm not saying that with any kind of negative connotation, but again, what's important to me is if I'm going to be doing this and I'm paying my own money to like stream through Zoom so that people can watch, I want my loyal subscribers, the people that are always here, the people that are talking, you know, whatever else, to be able to get in there if they want to, right? And then after that, whoever else joins, whatever is cool. Like, cool for them to possibly see and maybe learn something. That's all a win-win in my book. But again, what I'm looking out for is those people. George, I posted the link in the Learning Discord right now. So you guys are literally the first ones to have access to it. I don't have, I haven't posted the link anywhere else. Okay. So if you're in that Discord, you already have the link, you already have the password. And again, I'm not going to drop it in Keenan's Discord until right around 6:15. So as long as you join before that, you're going to pretty much guarantee yourself a spot, right? I specifically made the call joinable before I start it. That way everybody can join, right? Regardless of if I've started the call or not. And you guys can get in and reserve your seat. Okay. Triple G, to summarize, I'm going live again tomorrow on Zoom this time, but there's a limit to what is Shorty? You guys are confusing me. Vibe Hard, I have a Discord that's a mentorship group, and I dropped the link there for people that are members of my mentorship group, which is separate to Shorty's Discord. That mentorship group is free to people that are members of Shorty's group, if you happen to be and are interested in that. So anyway, going live on Zoom tomorrow, because today there was like a 10-second delay, which I understand can be annoying, but I feel like I'm talking about levels so far before we get to them that like you should still be able to get in. But the issue is, like, with doing Zoom, I'm limited. I had to pay money to be able to go. Vibe Hard, DM me. Anyway, it's $100 one-time fee, but DM me if you're interested. What's it called? Why did I completely lose my train of thought? If anybody wants to, like, I'll get back to what I was saying, but if anybody wants to let Vibe Hard know, like, if they think the mentorship Discord group is worth the value that you're paying for it, go ahead and speak up. But to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, if I'm doing a mentorship, I'm charging a minimum of $10K per person, right? And I was always trying to figure out a way to do it for cheaper for like a bigger group. And basically what I came up with was if I just charge everybody like $100, I don't feel like I'm giving away too much of myself for free, but it's also super affordable for pretty much anybody that's, you know, interested. It's a one-time charge. And I feel like, I mean, I don't want to speak for myself too much, but I would say I feel like the content that I'm giving is very valuable. And if you just follow the process, you're going to learn and you're going to be successful. But anyway, back to what Triple G asked. Basically, the summary is going live on Zoom tomorrow because of the delay with YouTube. The downside to that is I'm limited. I had to pay money for a business Zoom account to be able to like have 250 viewers at one time. But it's going to be public. And so I want to make sure that like my viewers on YouTube get a chance to get in. like my loyal subscribers or whatever else, before anybody else. And so what I was saying is I'm going to give you guys the option of making that happen, of me dropping the link here in the YouTube. And the way that you guys can make that happen is by hitting the like button. Um, I'm not going to choose an amount of likes or whatever, but I'll look at the likes probably at the end of the video. If I feel like enough people hit the like button, then I'll drop the link and I'll drop the password. Um, if not, what's going to end up happening is right around 6:15 in the morning tomorrow, 6:10, somewhere around there, I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the password in my Catching Rockets channel on Keenan's Discord. And I'm not going to at anybody. I'm just going to put it there, and people that check and get the password and the code and whatever else can join. Everybody else, like, I guess they miss out, right? So I'm really trying to target like my loyal followers, my loyal subscribers. And so that's why I'm really talking about it here. I've talked about it a little bit in Keenan's, so people know it's happening. I've already said that I'm not going to be adding anybody when I drop the link and the password. But basically, to the people that are here that are not in my mentorship group, then you have a chance, if you give enough likes, for me to drop the link here for you today. So we'll check it out at the end of the stream. With all of that said, that took way more time than I anticipated. I'm very limited on time today. I got to be out the door at 3 o'clock my time, which will be 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I've got about 40 minutes to crank through the rest of this. Okay. Let's start out with option setups. Again, yesterday, just really quickly look at SPY. We didn't call out any levels for today. Or I didn't give any levels yesterday due to the war news and me just not really being sure of, what was going to happen. But basically on my YouTube live today, and also for people in Keenan's Discord, you guys got to see, but where are we? This is Friday, Monday, right here. So unfortunately for people that, are stuck to trading futures, I called this out. I don't even remember, like roughly 15% or 15 cents, 15 minutes or 20 minutes before the market opened in Keenan's Discord and in Shorty's Discord, that I was taking a short off of a high volume cluster node that I identified somewhere up here. I don't remember exactly where. And this is literally directly from everything that I taught on Sunday. And I was trading it down literally to previous week POC was my target. And when we hit that, we reversed. And it's also, if you notice, basically we were targeting like this high volume node that was created here. Once we hit our target, we closed our puts, closed our shorts, reversed to long, reversed to calls. And we closed right around this same, I don't even remember the exact price, but we'll just say this high volume node that was created here, right? At that point, I said there was a good chance that price was going to keep running and that I wasn't interested in grabbing another trade. I don't remember what the third trade was that I took. I think it was us pulling back this little bit here and then getting back in calls or long. I honestly don't remember. But anyway, we called out 3 trades. We called the top, we called the bottom. And then on our second trade, we reversed from the bottom into longs or into calls. And we closed short of the high of the day, which I'm fine with, or sorry, the high of that, that run up. But we caught a decent amount of the move. And then I don't remember exactly. We might have shorted, or we might have, actually, I think I got in calls here. Yeah, that was it. So that was the third trade. When we saw them go up here and break through here, they created another high volume node. I don't remember the exact area, but it was somewhere right around here. And so when we came down, actually it was lower because I remember we barely tapped it. And when we did tap it, I was like, okay, grab calls here, go long here. And I said that our target was the single prints on the very bottom. And we tapped that and rejected down pretty far and then got a nice bounce to the upside. Huge thank you guys for the donations. Really appreciate that. El Rookie and Gigi. Very, very much appreciated. So anyway, it was a really fun day for me trading. It was fun trading with all of you guys. It was fun calling out all of the moves live. I will say it was a tiny bit stressful because with all of the war news, I'm like, God, please just respect my levels and don't do some wild, crazy crap. Fortunately, levels were being respected, so everything worked out. It was a great day. With that said, we will go over to option setups I'm looking for tomorrow. The first one's going to be Airbnb, which we have a really high win rate on Airbnb. Oh, shoot. Should have deleted all of my levels before I drew new ones. But basically, Airbnb, I'm kind of surprised they bounced back. Right at the close, they were selling off a little bit. Price was lower. For reasons, I need them to break below 129.65. And if you look left, reasons will make sense. But we have like, what is it? This here. Right at basically 130. There's like a pretty key support level that I need them to break through in order for me to be comfortable getting into puts. So below 129.65 puts, first trim 128.70, close at 127.75. And just an FYI, they're probably targeting somewhere down here, like 126-ish. But this is a strong bottom. It's a power bottom. Shit, I'm hilarious. And when we have a strong bottom like this, we don't want to try to run it or try to play it all the way down. Because a lot of times when they come to that level, you know, on the second try, they'll either get a really strong reaction from there, or worse, they come down to about there and then bounce, right? So basically this right here is going to be pretty key, and I want to be out of the trade before they start reversing. I want to close into strength, right? So you guys can have the power bottom. I'll stick on my team. So that's trade number one. Again, that's going to be a day trade. The next trade that I'm looking at is going to be MA. I will say, I don't do this very often, but I looked at the option contracts, and the spreads were not amazing, right? I think the best contract that I saw was the 535s for, I want to say June 27th. The date could be wrong, but it's the next expiration date, which I guess would be Friday, I think. Yeah, the 27th, I'm right. And it was the 535 contracts. That one had the better spreads out of all the other ones, and it had really good open interest, so it looked good. You guys know I don't talk about, you know, specific contracts very often, but I think in this case, with the spreads not being too great, and some of them not having really good open interest, it's kind of important that I tell you guys which one I'm most interested in. But anyway, below 540 and 90 cents, get into puts. First trim, 538.24. Second trim, 535.66. We're going to close our puts at 534. They're ultimately going to be targeting somewhere down here, but again, we want to avoid these strong lows or power bottoms, whatever you want to call them. I can't believe I keep referring to them as power bottoms. You want to avoid these strong lows and get out into strength. And I'm just not interested in all the choppiness down here at the bottom. So those are the trades I'm looking for. Now we'll move on to charting SPY. Dude, my dog is being a pain in the butt. he weighs all of like 20 pounds and he thinks he's hard as hell. This was today. Nice. Alrighty. Session volume profile, 30-minute chart, daily levels. Boom. All right. These levels are literally identical, so I need to combine them. I can't put two separate levels for that. So this is a big level. This is a really big level. And our POC. And this is City Skyline volume profile. Just kind of a wild day of price action all over the place, right? We can draw SIGs on the last 2 days. Damn, thank you, Sal. I really appreciate the donations, guys. I don't know why. I mean, GG's always crazy with the donations, but I don't know. Are you guys trying to get the link? Is that what the donations are for? You're making me blush. Look at this. Y'all looking extra cute today. All right. If my wife busts down the door, it's your fault. It's not mine. Let's check out our SIGs. 2-day balance. Frankly, way more interested in the 3-day or 3-week balance, but this is not bad information to have on our chart. I will say, I don't talk about this very often, but if you're trying to learn how to trade and you're not either well, in Shorty's Discord is good enough, right? If you're not there, or in Keenan's Discord at the doctorate tier where I'm dropping, and I don't want this to sound wrong, because like, I don't bogart information from anybody. Like, most of my stuff is public on YouTube. But when I'm able to deliver stuff to like a specific audience where I can go, this is lesson number 1. This is lesson number 2. This is lesson number 3. Thank you, Triple G. I'm a cutie pie. You know, like I'm able to teach at a specific pace, saying like, focus on this information for X amount of time. Once you feel like you've mastered that, add this into your trading. And the thing is like, if we just try to do everything all at once, you're going to get information overload, and you're just going to have information paralysis because you're trying to do too much all at one time on your charts. But anyway, if you're not in if you're not in Shorty's Discord, you're not in Keenan's Discord at the doctorate level, or you're not in my mentor Discord, you're missing out. And again, you don't have to pay anybody money. So like, you could literally DM me and just be like, hey, like, you know, I want to learn the information, but I don't want to pay for a Discord. I'll literally tell you exactly what to study. The thing is you're not going to have somebody like holding your hand and teaching the information, right? And again, that's not necessary. You can totally learn all of this stuff on your own. And if, you know, like, if money is a thing for you, then that's the way that you should do it. But if $100 or whatever to join a mentorship group isn't going to break the bank, it's going to expedite your learning process, right? And so the reason I don't talk about it very much is like, I'm not worried about making, you know, $100 off of all the individual users or whatever. But I had to make it worth my while to do it, if that makes sense. And for the people that are there, you've seen I've already dedicated a lot of my time, and really late at night, because I don't have very much free time, where I'm going live 10 o'clock at night my time, to to be able to try to get these classes in for people. So, I had to put some kind of value on it where I didn't feel like I was overextending myself and getting nothing in return. But just throwing it out there, if you are interested, um, we're about to be getting into some very juicy stuff in there um, that will definitely help a lot of people um, get better in their trading. Okay. Um, so that's all we need to do. Oh, single prints. So we have a spike, right? Um, Again, we'll just do this without TPO just to kind of help people that um, either A, can't afford the TradingView Premium, or for people that are waiting for a sale, to get TradingView Premium. I can show you that this can be done without it, but definitely having it makes it a little bit easier, but it's definitely not necessary, right? What am I doing? I'm going back to Friday. That's weird. I'm sorry. I'm super anal about stuff like this. Like my Monday levels have to be start on the first candle of Monday. And my weekly levels have to start on the first candle of the week or whatever else. Yeah, no, I don't want to talk to you. Um, I will say, if you're trying to get me on the phone, like, it better be an emergency. I hate talking on the phone. A lot of times my kids will text me and I'm like, aren't you a freaking millennial? Like, they'll call me. And I'm like, aren't you a millennial? Can you just text me? Like, what do you need to talk to me about that's so freaking important? I'm bad. I know. Alrighty. Thank you, El Rookie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Triple G. I was definitely way more handsome when I was younger, and now, like, the beard hides all the beauty, but it's still there deep underneath. Um, my phone is not for speaking. Yeah, I have so many missed calls. It's like unbelievable. The only things I really answer is like the like work. I'll answer when work calls me, and that's about it. All right. So you guys should know the deal on this. Um, the only thing I don't really like about the spike here is we really need to be above the 3-week balance POC, right? So this is going to be right. And so if we do open above, what we ultimately want to see is them to do something like this, and then we're going to hop in calls or hop in longs, and we're probably targeting the weekly second sig at that point. Weekly previous week value area high is not bad, right? So let's put a little doohickey here. Man, what is today? It's like 81 degrees outside. It's to the point where like I want to turn on my AC, but I also at the same time feel like, if I just like suck it up for a little bit, it'll cool down into the 70s within like an hour or so. But I don't like it when it's in the 80s. I need AC on at that point. It's too hot. DM me. Message me on Discord. If you don't have me on Discord, you can always email me. The email's in the description of my YouTube channel. Um, this spike is at a very like interesting level. I shouldn't have put this between. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Like I said, I shouldn't have put this in between. Okay, I'll do this. Do this maybe? That's better. Um, because we have some crazy levels here, right? Like our spike was basically created at today's third sig, right? Which would mean that we're having a trend day, which we kind of did at the end of the day. Um, but we're also basically at the 3 week balance VPOC, which is going to require, a significant amount of aggressive buyers to push through that, right? So, kind of no surprise to me that we created a spike right here. Um, but gosh, I mean, the bulls are going to have to come in with some cojones tomorrow. They're going to have to bring it. They're going to have to bring their power bottomness. Um, I hope you guys crack up when I do stupid crap like this. All right. It's kind of wild. I feel like we cleaned up the chart to get rid of some of the levels, but it still just seems clustered. Um, I think this is all that I'm really. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Everything I looked at on charts, Elliott waves wise, is bearish for tomorrow. Um, so with that said, um, I don't know. I'm running out of room. Really, what we want to see is whatever it is, either open here, lose, come back, retest, and then go. Or we want to see open, come up to here, sell off. Okay. Um, ideally, too, is if we open outside of the previous day value area high, spend 45 minutes up here, break back inside, retest it. You short it all the way down to our 3 week balance low. Okay. Um, those are really going to be our key levels to the downside. Previous week value area low and February value area low. 3 week balance low. If you're in puts, definitely close here. I wouldn't try to hold it any further. Anybody have any questions? Let me go ahead and post all of this, and then we'll check and see if we got enough likes. I'm sure that we did. Do, do, do. I just almost looked up ABBV, which I don't like right now, by the way. I'm pretty sure the last time I took ABBV, it did me dirty. Oh, well, I can't even see it right now. And then we're looking at MA. So I will say everything I was looking at on Elliott Waves is pointing down. For some reason, I've got this bullish. I don't know. I'm just feeling bullish. So just be careful tomorrow. We're going to zoom out on SPY, look at our big picture. This is a very bullish candle. we're still in this balance that we were in for quite a while, that we ended up losing, going all the way down to basically 2024 value area low. Pretty sure that we're still trying to break through this and go to about 613 to 616 ish. And I think when we do that, we're going to just whoosh and get wrecked. Let's take a look. Yep, so our clouds are still closed. The only difference is our monthly cloud is pushing up. Daily cloud is pushing up. Both are still closed though. Yeah, so we'll have to see what they do from there. I did forget a couple of things. Let's look at news for tomorrow. Okay, I still got 20 minutes, so that's good. Hour before the open, Canada has a bunch of CPI crap that's going to give us a move. European president speaking. This is the French president, Lagarde. Je suis un pendejo. That was French and Spanish. Welcome to my very multilingual channel. I don't even know why I'm saying that about him because I don't really even know anything about the French president. But that's just what came to my mind when I started speaking French. Spanish came to my mind. We've got some stuff 30 minutes after the open we need to be aware of. And then after that, we're pretty clear for the rest of the day. Let's also, something I almost forgot. Hang on one second. My hair is like doing its thing. Okay. Let's look at our really key levels on footprints. Pinche pendejo. No, I got 20 minutes. Oh, James, I just realized what you said. It's 96 degrees where you are. When I first read it, I was like, huh? 96 here? What? I was so confused. Oh, thank you, Kalia. Dude, that's a dope name. I like your name. Yeah. I feel like I've seen you before. I have. I just went to your YouTube channel. But anyway, I love your name. Anyways, let's try to identify some important levels on ES. See if we have any that we're very excited about. Man, why are my... Oh, I know why. I'm like, why am I not seeing imbalances? And that's because, no, I am on an imbalance chart. 5 minutes, way down there. Are you guys sure? All right. So this is kind of wild to look at, right? For people that attended the class, we talked about imbalances. And we talked about how you want them to occur at the beginning of a trend, right? However, this one is like really kind of halfway through this trend, right? So we had all of this move down, and then an imbalance was created here. And this is specifically what I'm not interested in trading when it comes to imbalances. And then we came down and we started bouncing, right? The next test of this, we got a pretty nice sell-off, made an even lower low than we did on this initial first move down, right? All the way down to here. Then we came back, retested this level again a few times, and absolutely got an empirical dump, right? Um, but even with all of that said, I mean, this would be the retest of a retest of a retest. So it makes me even less interested in this imbalance. But it seems like it's a super strong level. And this happens to be right kind of where we're struggling today. And then also, if we look, we've got our Delta POC here. We also have our daily POC here. Um, so this might be a pretty damn important level. And I'm realizing we have stacked imbalances here, which we've talked about. All right, so this is 100% a very important level. The issue is we need to translate this to SPY. That's going to be the hard part. I have an idea. So the last three 30-minute candles, dude, this is going to give us a freaking move. You guys don't even understand how sexy this is. I guess you'll see it tomorrow. This is going to be insane. So, first I need to mark this on my own ES chart. We're looking 75 to 78. Actually, even, 79, 75 to 79. I mean, you guys are just going to enjoy this tomorrow when we call it out live. So 75 to 79. This will also help us find the zone. Tomorrow. Do I want to do 4 points? I guess. I don't know. So, this makes it much easier to figure out what we're looking at in SPY as well, because the candles are going to be identical. Or they're not, because we don't get those last two candles. Well, I guess I can turn on extended trading hours. But what we're looking for here, I mean, God, this sell side imbalance. We love you. This sell side imbalance is paid a few times. So like, it was created here. It kind of looks like it's in the middle of a trend. Actually, this is the one that we're talking about right now. I think that's the one, that I was talking about that occurred in the middle of a trend. We came up, hit it, and as I said, like got a nice move from there, right? No, so this one's different because the other one we hit like 16 times. This one's higher. And then now we hit it again today. And from there, obviously, like we're not going to nail the top perfectly. We're not going to nail the bottom perfectly. But let's just say you got in at the beginning of the imbalance and sold previous week value area high. It's 6 points. Little scalpy scalp. 7 points there. Yeah. It's just a bummer that the end of the day came because they probably would have ended up going much lower otherwise. But so tomorrow, what we really want to see is for them to break through. It doesn't really matter where they reverse from here, but when we come back to this, we're looking to enter long or enter calls, right? We want to see full body candles. So for anybody that wasn't in that class, we want to see the entire body of the candle. So like something like this, where the candle opens and closes above this level, right? We want to see a few candles, like 3 5-minute candles or more, opening and closing above this level. And then we want for this to happen. And then you just smack calls or smack calls or smack long, and you don't ask any questions. If we see the inverse, which is we have full body candles opening and closing below, we're looking for the same thing, 3 5-minute candles or more, opening and closing below this level where we're not touching the level at all. Like we don't want wicks going into here. We want the full candle to be outside of this level. When that happens, boom, you smack puts. And actually you would want to grab them right at the beginning of that zone. Okay. So we'll identify where that is right now on SPY. I think it'll be pretty easy to do. And that's going to be really like the play of the day, right? This is a triple stacked. Can I not spell? Okay. Well, I know I can't spell. I'm dyslexic as hell. Triple stacked. I'm just going to say triple stacked POC. It's the triple stacked POCs on the candlesticks, right? So let me just show that again. So on footprints, every single candle has volume. Every single candle has its own individual POC. And when you have them stacked in a row like this, that generally indicates institutional buying. And if we look, like, this is insane. Like, if we combine this, dude, this is, 11,000 contracts traded at this level. We have like 4,500 traded at that level, and then almost another 2,000 on the next candle. That is sheer insanity, right? So is that no? This is big, right? I'm just trying to see if I'm really like interested in anything else. I'm gonna call it good, I think. All right, so let's identify that zone on SPY and call it a day. And then we'll see if you guys are worthy of that link. I'm being such a dickhead. Is it roughly something like this? All the way up to the wick of this third candle. Okay, we got to get that. And the bottom is slightly lower than the wick of that third candle. So this is your zone. This is our did it again. Why can't triple have two P's? Fuckers. All right. I guess I need to go and edit this picture on Keenan's Discord. This is what we really want. I don't really know how to do this, but yeah. When these play out, like you have a double stacked, triple stacked high volume node, you're generally going to get like a 50-point move. If what I'm talking about plays out. So if they give this to us, we're going to get a massive move one direction or the other. It's going to be nice. It's going to be pretty. All right, let me go see if you guys are worthy. I'm sure you are, but I still want to have fun and amuse myself. You guys are going to hear an echo of myself because that's the only way I can check.
Okay, here's a quick demo of drop.
I guess you don't get to hear me. You get to hear an ad. Freaking YouTube and their ads. 55 likes, 62 people. You guys got it. Yeah, 100%. So that's all I have to do is threaten you guys, and then everybody hits the like button. That's messed up, guys. That's messed up. Let's drop the link. Bro. Here's your link, everybody. And then here's the meeting ID and the passcode. Again, oh wait, that just got jacked up, I think. Let me do this again. Let me do them separately, because those, it all got mixed together. All right, well, everybody, thank you for the love. I appreciate all the likes. That's pretty dope. Thank you all for the donations. That's super dope. I mean, if you guys are super stressed about this, like, you could join the meeting right now and just chill in there for whatever, I don't know, the next 16 hours, give or take. But really, I hope I see you all there. Hey, what's up, Droppa? My man. Droppa's probably not going to believe me because he thinks I'm a hypocrite, I think he said. Miss you, bro. Really do. Wish you were back in the Discord, honestly. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I really hope the loyal people are there. I'm trying to think if there's like another win-win. I don't really know. But yeah, just hopefully you guys get in. I'm not going to be posting that link and that meeting code until what's it called? Until like right around 6:10, 6:15 in the morning, my time. So that's going to be 9:10 or 9:15 Eastern time. So just make sure you hop in before then and secure your spot. Okay. I think we identified some sick levels for tomorrow. Very excited about this personally. That triple stacked high volume node is going to pay. 50-point move on ES is insane, and it'll happen quickly. I didn't look at Tesla. I mean, I looked at Tesla, but I didn't look at it in depth because I didn't have an indicator saying, oh, yeah, that's nice. My levels played out nice from God knows how long ago. Very sexy. Like it. Levels keep slapping over and over and over again. What was I going to say? I don't even know anymore. Anyway, I don't know. Let's just have some more fun trading tomorrow. Live trading tomorrow. You're still paying for it? No, Droppa. What could I do about it? Like, seriously, I don't even remember exactly what went down, but like, actually I kind of do. Mod KUG was like, hey, like DM me or whatever. He was like, hey friend, DM me or whatever. And you're like, I have enough friends. He was trying to, I mean, I don't know what his intentions were, but from how he made it sound after everything went down, he was trying to de-escalate things with you. And obviously the issue was, I guess, just talking about dude's Discord. I can't even think of his name right now, which is wild. I don't know why I can't think of his name. But anyway, and then even more, like, I don't even understand, like, the reason for him opening a Discord or even the reason to talk about his Discord. And I'm not saying that with any kind of disrespect. It's just like, he's just a permabull, right? So um, if you want to be permanently bullish and just take calls, like I guess that's your reason for being in that Discord. But like, you have to, you've got to, you got to swerve and pivot with the moves as they come, right? So today's a perfect example. Like we were in puts at the top, closed at the bottom, reversed into calls. We closed our calls. It kept running higher, and we weren't trying to chase. So I don't like. So yeah, we were in this down. No. Whatever. I got this down. We reversed to calls, played it up. I don't even know anymore. Whatever. I went over it at the beginning of the video. I do know we closed on this run up and we missed we definitely missed the top. Like we missed half of the move. But with that, I'm looking at the wrong time frames. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, we missed part of it. And so then when they gave us like a pullback at some point, we hopped in calls. I don't remember exactly where. And it's because I'm not on a 5-minute chart, so everything looks really weird. Oh, it's this here. So like we played down from the open here. No. This is Friday. I'm over it. I can't even find the open on Monday right now. We shorted, but on futures, so before the market even opened, down to here, closed, reversed into calls or longs, played it up. We closed somewhere right around here. It kept going. We waited patiently for it to come back to here, and then we hopped back in calls up to first sig. But so like all of the levels that I was watching like hit to a T, and it was great. Yeah. Anyway, so Droppa, like, you would have to have a conversation with Mod KUG and clear shit up with him. Because, yeah, he was just trying to, like, de-escalate with you. And you were like, I have enough friends. I remember that very specifically. I was like, oh, shit. Did he really just say that? I'm like, my boy's about to get banned. Anyway, the whole thing sucked. And then what pisses me off is that I was just like, being a clown and joking around. And I was like, damn, Droppa from Crown Trader to banned. And then like 2 sentences or like, somebody said something. And then my next message was, I'm going to miss that guy. And whoever, like screenshotted what I said, of course, left out the part where I said I'm going to miss that guy. They just want to show the part that will like cause a rouse and make you think I'm shit talking you, which I am not. I was just messing around, clowning, trying to make light of a crappy situation. Anyway, that's all it was. Yeah, bro, he is. And he definitely has a swift hand. I'll say that much. He doesn't play around at all. But I mean, if you are interested in coming back, like, you got my DM, man. You can DM me. I would reach out to him and try to talk to him. I can definitely put a word in for you. But I think for any of that to happen, things would definitely need to be cleared up with him. So I've run over on time like 5 minutes. I got to dip out and go take my kid to his music lesson and then also to go discuss his new punk band. So I'm going to cut the outro short. As always, everybody, much love, much respect. Like I said, Droppa, if you are interested in coming back, like hit my DMs. I'll definitely put in a good word for you. But like I said, you're probably gonna have to clear stuff up with mod KUG first. Um, and I mean, you could just explain that to him that you didn't realize he was a real mod and just thought it was some BS. But yeah, with that said, much love, much respect to everybody. We're gonna kill it tomorrow. Can't wait to see you guys. Let's have some fun. Let's make some freaking money. Let's get this shit done. Much love. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow. Or yeah, early in the morning, 6:10, 6:15. See you there. Much love, much respect. Bye.